We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paulo Del Rosario.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Bea Diaz Fabros in tonight's Game Plan. It's NBA Jersey Day. Let's talk about Steph Curry making history after breaking Ray Allen's record for all-time three-pointers made. Where does he now stand in the GOAT conversation?
And we'll catch up with Big Bo Belga to talk about the latest with the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters as they look ahead to the return to the Big Dome. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. Now, welcome to NBA Jersey Day, and what a way for us to celebrate this day and to talk about history made in Madison Square Garden. Well, Steph Curry has officially broken Ray Allen's record for most threes made in NBA history after a tough catch-and-shoot three right at the wing. After lighting up the world once again, let's talk about where Steph now ranks in the NBA's greatest of all-time list. Now, joining us for our conversation is two-time PBA champion, Bo Belga. Bo! Giannis fan ka pala?
Hindi oh. Pilitan lang ako pasuot nito eh. Hindi, joke lang.
Of course, again, NBA Jersey Days, we're all repping our guys, our teams. Obviously, me and the Jazz. You had the best jersey.
What can I say?
You had the best
Perfect
jersey.
timing.
Oo nga, ready eh. Pero, simulan muna natin to. Bo, si Steph Curry, first of all, best three-point shooter ever right now. Pero sa palagay mo ba, nasa GOAT conversation ba siya? Siguro top 5 of all time?
Sa tingin ko hindi pa.
Really?
Not on ano. Siguro 10. But top 5 maybe medyo mag-aano ka pa eh. Daming legend na pwede sa GOAT story. Pero siguro sa 10, I will consider him.
Wow, ikaw, Be, I mean, like you're wearing the Steph Curry jersey, so siguro nasa top 5 yun.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think that he has his own uniqueness in his ability to be able to score. But what makes him even greater is that he translates it into championships, into MVP awards, and we don't even know. Maybe this year, you know, he'll get another MVP award, his third and his fourth title as well. But Bo, I wanted to ask, napanood mo ba yung game kanina?
Hindi.
Ay, hindi.
Pero nakita mo yung highlight.
Oo.
Nakita mo yung
Pero
highlight.
nasa practice kasi ako kanina.
But I'm sure you saw the videos and all sa social media.
yung hype medyo malala.
Oo,
Pero,
ano
syempre,
yung masasabi mo, Bo, dun sa when he took that shot at nag-wild yung buong Madison Square Garden kahit away game, tas nandun yung mga parents niya, andun si Ray Allen.
hindi, syempre, parang kumbaga, history siya eh. And Ray Allen is one of the best shooter talaga in the NBA. And he will considered as one of the talagang prime shooter talaga, Ray Allen. And mabit mo yon, kakaiba ka, di ba? And parang kumbaga kay Steph naman, walang imposible. Tumitira nga sa half court, di ba? Kahit na anong posisyon ng katawan niya, tabingi, one leg, kaya niya makashoot eh. So parang kumbaga, hindi ka na magtataka na makuha niya yun.
Oh, absolutely. Pero grabe talaga eh. It's as if after yung na-break niya yung record, parang may laro pa ba?
Wala na, nahinto
Everything
na
stopped
eh.
in the first quarter alone.
Parang
everything
kumbaga,
stopped.
stop na, tama na to.
Oo, tama. Pero syempre, okay, so si Steph Curry building on that three-point record niya. I think we have to remind everyone na hindi lang siya shooter eh.
Hindi.
When you look at him, okay, fine, three-point record and all of that. Pero sa palagay mo ba, at least in this current generation, dito sa season na to, is he still part of yung top 3 player in contention?
Oo naman. Aside
Baka MVP eh, diba?
Oo, yun. Giannis, si LeBron. Pero si LeBron kasi may nagsasuffer ng injury. Tapos si Steph. So, medyo madikit, medyo madiin ngayon. Talagang magiging maganda yung coming dun sa middle part ng season. Kasi dito mo na makikita yung talagang bakbakan yan.
True.
Lalo na yung mga naghahabol sa standing. Dito mo masusukat kung gaano katibay yung isang team sa NBA.
Absolutely.
And Bo, sabi mo nga na this year, he's really the greatest shooter of all time as of today, and he's in the running for that MVP contention award. Do you think now that he is the face of the NBA?
Pwede,
no?
Oo. Kasi sa past naman, siya din eh. Kaya lang yun nga, nagkaroon ng
injury. Yeah.
They have rebound problem nung umalis si Kevin Durant. You have an injury with Clay. Tapos nung naglaro sila last season, wala talaga eh. As in, hirap eh. So ngayon, talagang parang kumbaga naging challenge niya na, hindi. ako pa rin.
Man on a mission nga eh.
Kukunin ko pa rin.
I mean, like, that's still considering the fact that right now, parang next generation yung umaangat in terms of yung face of the NBA. May Luka Doncic ka, may Giannis Antetokounmpo, yung player na suot mo. And then, of course, when you look at si Steph Curry, a lot of people thought that, okay, dati, at least a couple years ago, LeBron versus Steph Curry. Pero right now, at the moment, sa palagay mo ba, maybe Steph Curry
Steph
over
Curry
LeBron?
lang mag-isa.
Really? No.
Hindi, kasi kumbaga, yung prime ni LeBron, ano na eh.
Tapos na.
Parang kumbaga, hindi mo sasabing tapos na. Parang kumbaga, pababa na yung laro ni LeBron. Hindi na yung talagang LeBron nung 5 years ago na kaya niyang bitbitin, aararuhin niya lahat. Ngayon medyo, syempre, injury. Parang kumbaga, ang ano ni LeBron now is taking care of yung sarili niya. Kung paano siya aabot ng playoffs, magtagal dun sa season. Kasi sa NBA kasi, mas healthy, mas okay eh.
Longevity.
Diba?
Matagalan,
mas healthy,
diba?
mas okay eh. Kasi, hindi mo alam kung hanggang ano eh. Mamaya may injury ka kalagitnaan nito, hindi ka na makabalik all throughout the season. Yun yung iniisip nila, yun yung mindset nila. Hindi mo naman pwedeng gawin sa PBA yun kasi 11 games lang kayo elimination.
True.
Diba? Kumbaga, pumukpo ka na ngayon hanggang sa magtuloy-tuloy.
Kung 80 plus games yan, nakahabol na si Bo sa 3 points made ni Steph.
Oo, and Bong, sabi mo nga that since now, Steph Curry is the face of the NBA, let's talk about yung impact niya sa younger generation. Because everyone wants to be like Steph Curry. Sa mga kabataan ngayon, they all shoot 3-pointers. We see it in the games played now. So, what do you think is the impact to you and to the younger generation for Steph Curry?
Malaking bagay. Kasi unang-una, pagka nanonood ka sa laro sa kalye, may titira dyan, Steph Curry, parang ganon. Ganon katindi yung impact sa mga bata. Kahit sino namang NBA player eh. Luka, si Giannis. Parang kumbaga, iniidolo ng mga bata. Yun yung ganon kalaki yung impact nila sa mga younger kids na talagang, hindi, gusto kong paglaki ganito ako. Parang
Absolutely. Yeah, I was actually talking to si Ren Renetualo about this. He told me that when he was teaching kids lately, parang tumitiran na sila half court. Sabi niya, wait lang. You're not Steph yet. Dahan-dahan. One step at a time. Layup ka muna. Okay. But yeah, I think that goes to show yung impact niya.
Ganon katindi.
Oo, kasi grabe, iba talaga. I mean, like, I think the guys like Trae Young, the guys like yung mga Ball brothers, definitely influenced by them. Pero alam mo, we're not done with you yet, Bo. We still have a lot of PBA to talk about, but we're not taking these jerseys off.
Yes.
No, not at all. After the break, we'll shift gears to the PBA Governor's Cup as Bo Belga gives us the latest on the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Stay tuned. You're watching the game. welcome back to the game. With week 1 of the PBA Governors Cup back in the books, the Rain Shine Elasto Painters are looking to gain some momentum in their upcoming return to the Big Dome. Now, still join us to talk about his squad is a 2-time PBA champion, Big Bo Belga. Bo, 1 win, 1 loss. Analysis mo on yung team's performance?
Okay pa naman. Hindi pa naman, kumbaga, wala pa sa panic button na ano. Okay pa. So far, adjustment kasi kararating lang din halos ng import namin.
Yeah.
And we have games on the first week na. So far so good sa practice namin.
And so far, talking about your import, Henry Walker, on your first win, your first game, he had 20 points, 8 rebounds. You had a super strong third quarter. Ano yung masasabi niyo so far about the gelling of the team with him, given na sabi mo, kakadating lang din niya?
Hindi, siguro hindi kami nahirapan with Henry kasi nga galing na siya sa 2 meses siyang galing ng Pinas. Kumbaga, alam niya na kung ano yung ugali. Plus, yung grupo naman is siya lang din ang mag-gel sa amin. And very open si Henry, kaya din kami, kumbaga naging smooth din yung transition namin.
Well, naalala ko dati, Henry Walker was known for yung leadership niya tapos yung drive niya. Nakita mo ba yun?
Oo. Kahit sa practice, nagagalit siya pag hindi ginagawa ng tama. And sa akin naman sabi ko, parang kumbaga ako sa sarili ko na kung yung import natin ganito, mahihiya ka kung lulukohin mo yung ensayo di ba? As a local Kasi ito yung import natin, kinuha natin to para ipanalo tayo. And kung ganito yung attitude niya dito, mahihiya tayo, kumbaga.
And speaking of that, sabi nga ni Coach Chris that you had the first game day jitters.
Yeah.
Pero nung nakita niyo yung aggressiveness ng import ninyo na si Walker, parang nabuhayan yung team ninyo. So what do you think yung nabibigay ni Walker sa team ninyo? Aside, of course, from the points, ang sabi mo din, diba? Leadership, and also yung nagagawa niya sa team ninyo.
Hindi, siguro yung yung type of player that he is, na talagang makikita mo kung gaano siya ka-professional. NBA galing yon, and talagang siya, parang kumbaga, wala kang necessary na makikita na negative sa kanya when it comes dun sa laro. Na talagang yun lang, pag napoprostrate lang siya minsan, lalo na pagka yung alam niyang libre siya, na hindi mo napasahan. Pero yun nga, siyempre, kanya-kanya kayo ng kumpiyansa sa katawan na parang ako hindi ka, titira ko to. Parang ba? Kaya yun dinirinig ko sa kanila. Sabi ko, feed natin yung import natin. Kaya natin ginuha yan para umiscore ng diba? Kumbaga yun ang Kasi ako yung ganun mentality ko may import ako. Ay, hindi sa'yo na yan. Kumbaga ako, pahirapan ko sa sarili ko, diba? O sa'yo na yan, okay, walang problema at hindi mag-aaway. Yun yung nagiging problema niya with the young guys na parang kumbaga, syempre, yung kumpiyansa, binigyan ng kumpiyansa ni Coach Chris na, sige, akin to. Parang, yun yung yun yung nilamig sa kanila. Pag merong chance, bigyan natin sa kanya.
Yeah, absolutely. You actually mentioned it the young guys, and looking back at yung development nila, si JV, si Ray, it feels like they're coming into their own Parang hindi na sila bata Do you see that? Do you see that yung sa grupo?
Wala na. Kumbaga, on the early stage of their career, masasabi ko na na sila, one of the veterans sa grupo namin. Na bata akong titingnan, pero kaya nilang konting tulak lang na pwedeng maging leader ng grupo din Pwedeng maging, kumbaga, to look up yung mga yun.
Well, if leaders na sila ngayon, may mga rising stars, yung mga rookies, medyo rookies pa sa team ninyo, with the likes of Wong, Karakot, with the likes of Assist You as well. Ano yung masasabi mo sa development? Ano pa ba yung expectations o kailangan pa nila gawin para sa team ninyo?
Hindi, siguro lang, alam nila kung how i-handle yung game ng talaga. Kasi yung game naman, alam mo pressured Pero kapag yung pressure sa game, na-handle mo yun ng maayos. Like, last game namin, si Alex. Doon mo makikita how veteran Alex is.
Yeah.
Hindi siya ganun kabilis, pero sobrang effective. Yun yung, kumbaga, example na, ito pwede mong gayahin. Yun ang mo sa kanila. Kasi hindi naman ako point guard nagpapanggap lang ako Diba? Ako na magdadala ng bola kung ayaw nyo. Ganun lang pero wala ako sa ng pagiging guardia talaga Ano lang ako, gayahin nyo si ganito, tingnan nyo yung tips lang, yun lang ang sa akin.
Alam mo, one of your championships was one import-laden conference. So you know how to work with yung mga imports And syempre, when you look at the younger players, you mentioned it a while ago, kailangan nilang i-feed yung import, get him going. Malaking adjustment ba yun?
Siguro on dun sa mga medyo mataas yung kumpiyansa na mga bagets. Kasi ako nung nung kay coaching ako, ganito lang ang role mo. Yung ganun lang kami. walang komplikasyon, walang pahirap. So, talagang kami, pagka, yun yung inaano ko sa kanila, pag mainit yung import, bigyan natin sa kanya. Hanggang siya sabihin niya, kayo naman. Kasi naman yun magsasabi yun na, guys, pause muna, kayo naman.
Yeah.
Doon ka naman mag-take over.
Well, Bo, now you have a good mix of young players, of veteran players, with you and Gabe Norwood. Yung last championship niyo actually in the Governor's Cup, last 2012 pa. And if I'm not
Bata pa ako
mistaken, no, parang ikaw na lang tsaka si Gabe yung mga active players sa lineup na yun. So, ano ba yung recipe, ano ba yung tamang dapat na gawin para makuha niyo yung kampeonato ulit this Governor's Cup?
Hindi, siguro staying healthy. Isa din yun eh. Staying healthy all throughout the elimination hanggang sa playoffs. Kasi pag may injury kayo, masisira yung rotation eh. Lalo na pag yung pag yung na-injury is yung veterano mo or yung talagang may ginagamit. Doon yun ang magiging problema. And nung 2012 kasi, puro kami bata.
Yeah.
So hindi namin hinihinda. Parang kumbaga may masakit sa akin, hindi, kailangan natin to. Kumbaga pag nanalo tayo dito, bukod sa bonus, nandun tayo, nanalo tayo ng Governor's Cup, di ba?
Yun ang motivation.
Kasi nung lineup namin, si Paul, si Jeff, ako, si JR Kenyahan. So mga talaga kami, kumbaga halos first timer kami sa finals noon. Kaya yung init namin, sabi ko, sige laban tayo.
Sino veterano niyo nun?
Wala.
Kayo lang?
Wala.
Okay.
Wala.
Wow, grabe.
Very young team.
Puro bata.
Oh, for sure. Now, actually, for those who want to watch the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters in action, their game will come up tomorrow. The return to the big dome for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters comes up in the second game against the Phoenix Super LPG. First game, Rockabouts against the Blackwater Bossing. You can catch that on PBA Rush, TV5, and One Sports, as well as the Smart TV Play app. Now, on that note, we're not done yet with Big Bo Belga yet, because when we return, we'll talk about the return of the PBA to the Big Dome, and more importantly, the return of PBA fans to the stands. Keep it here. You're watching the game. Welcome back. You're watching The Game. I'm Pablo Del Rosario. We continue our discussion with my partner, Bea Diaz-Fabros, and the one and only Big Bo Belga, because, guys, we cannot have a PBA discussion without talking about the return of one of the most prolific characters in Philippine sports, the Filipino sports fans. Isn't this a perfect Christmas gift for everyone? It's amazing. I actually watched a bit of the game a while ago over on PBA Rush that the fans are back. Iba talaga eh. Even on TV, it feels different. Bo, excited ka na ba?
Oo naman, siyempre.
Oh,
Everybody.
Hindi namin na-feel yung excitement.
Everybody, of course. Iba pa rin yung kasi kumbaga may mga percentage pa ng tao eh.
Yeah.
Hindi iba yung full game Wala kayo dyan, siksikan kayo dyan. Yung mga ganong feels mo na, kay Nebra kalaban natin, masaya to. Diba? Yung mga ganon. Pero, yun nga, sabi nga ni Commissioner, unti-unti, mapupunot din yan.
Pero Bo, you were able to experience playing a game in a bubble setup na wala talagang fans. So ano ba yung nafe-feel mo ngayon na may fans? Ano ba yung naidadagdag nila sa aspect ng paglalaro sa court?
Hindi, actually, pinanood ko yung mga previews namin in the past year na merong fans. Kasi sabi ko, yung bubble, iba eh. Kami-kami lang eh. Actually, may kwentuhan pa kami. Pero ngayon, iba naman. Bukas, masusubukan natin kung ano.
Yeah. You know, the fans are coming back. Syempre, may konting phases yon. But then, are there any fans that you always remember? May mga nag-heckle ba sa'yo na naalala mo?
Hindi, syempre, yung mga loyal fans ng team, syempre. Sharon, yung mga, alam mo, yung mga may ingay dun sa gilid na, diba? Yun yung mga talagang, masasabi mong loyal talaga sa team.
Yun yung nakakamiss, no? Yung mga loyal fans. Everything comes together, no? But for tomorrow, no, what are you looking forward to the most with the fans coming in?
Hindi, siguro unang-una manalo muna.
Oo nga naman, tama naman.
Ayokong mapunta dun sa ilalim tapos maghahabol ka. Diba? Manalo
tama.
muna. And yan, syempre, I'm very excited to entertain the fans. Iba ang PBA through TV and then kung
Kapag
nasa,
live ka.
kung nasa Araneta ka, di ba?
May favorite fan moment ka ba, Bo?
Puro negative ang trip ko.
Na positive? Okay, sige, na-trip mo, na negative.
Hindi ako kasi,
yung masaya?
alam mo yung, mas gusto ko na nakakarinig ng negative from fans eh. Parang kumbaga yun yung booster ko eh.
May mga ganon na
diba?
players.
Parang
Iba-iba
kumbaga,
naman.
murahin mo ko, titingnan lang kita, tatawanan kita. Doon ko na may papakita sa'yo na, hindi, mali ka. Alam mo yung gano'n?
Parang nawala, Bo, yung mga celebration mo dati, yung mga shotgun,
Wala
yung mga
na.
kasi walang fans eh. Pero ngayon na may fans, may ganun
Tingnan
ba?
natin.
Laro
Abangan
din
natin yan.
Tingnan natin, baka may medyo may makulit na fans doon, masasampulan natin. Diba?
Siyempre, again, for those who are excited to see the Rainiers and Elasto Painters back in action, they're going back in action to the Big Dome tomorrow in the second game, and you can get all the tickets online. And syempre, what I heard, nagulat ka ba, Bo, na sold out bigla yung mga tickets?
Hindi na. Actually, kasi unang-una, limited. Tapos binabaan pa ng PBA.
Yeah, yung presyo.
Yung presyo. So, syempre, excited ka manood, excited ka makabalik sa arena. Ay, hindi. Makikipag-unahan na ako. Lalo na ngayon, online na lang, di ba? Mabilis na lahat.
Yeah, mabilis maubos. Bo, thank you very much for joining us to talk a bit about the NBA, the PBA, and Rain or Shine. And, you know, hopefully, you get to see some episodes with the fans again. Masaya panoorin. Okay? And masaya pakinggan. Meanwhile, the MVP group of companies, together with its partners, are in unity in spreading joy and hope this holiday season. And you can be a part of this remarkable movement. Members of the Armed Forces of the Philippines received a holiday surprise in their race for Our Heroes Triathlon. Let's watch this.
The name suggests, we organize, the AP Triathlon team ng Armed Forces of the Philippines organize this advocacy to remember yung mga fallen heroes natin sa military, especially those who died in combat like in Marawi Siege, in Zamboanga Siege. So yun yung number one na i-honor natin kasi based on our observation, after few years, usually yung mga heroes natin are almost forgotten. So that is one of our advocacy and reason for this Race for Our Heroes. But at the same time, we also would like to honor yung heroism ng ating COVID-19 frontliners because we also consider them as our heroes. So there are two types of heroes in short, combat heroes as well as COVID-19 heroes natin.
Tayo'y liwanag, ikaw at ako, tuloy pa rin ang Pasko.
Nandito na naman tayo. This year, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang ating Pasko. This time with our public sector partners from the Philippine Navy. As Makati Medical Center Foundation, we have long been advocating health and wellness programs. And this morning, makikita natin kung ano-ano yung mga iba't ibang activities ng AFP, ng Philippine Navy. Hindi lang Makati Medical Center Foundation yung nagsusupport dito. Nandyan rin yung ating mga kapatid from Maynilad, PLDT Comrel. Meron rin tayong private sector partners from Freedom Farms. So, nagbigay tayo this morning and also yesterday ng healthy breakfast for all of more than 500 soldiers and enlisted personnel and officers from the Philippine Navy.
Kailangan ng mga participants natin ng maraming tubig. So we are very, very much thankful to Maynilad through Makati Medical Center Foundation. We have been provided with ample supply of bottled water for our participants.
Narito't hawak kamay, liwanag ng Pasko.
We just like to say, kami sa Makati Medical Center Foundation, maaga natin inumpisahan yung ating Christmas celebrations and we continue to share our blessings not just with our public sector partners but also with our partners both from the public and private sector. We'd like to continue to ask for support in terms of all the work that we're doing, especially in this pandemic. Pandemic pa rin po ngayon, kaya continuous pa rin po ang paalala namin to maintain the minimum health protocols and at the same time to just continue to be healthy and well.
Let's do our part and spread the Christmas cheer to our fellow kababayans. You may send your donations to the accounts flashed on your screen or contact us on the following details. Tara na sa isang maligayang bayanihan Pilipino.
Tuloy pa rin na Pasko ng Pinoy kahit ano pa mang pasakit sa atin bumalaki. Pag-ibig sa ating puso ay mamamalagi.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Bea Diaz Fabro.
He's representing Steph Curry. Catch us weeknights here on One News, One Sports, and One Sports Plus. I'm Paulo De Rosario, repping Donovan Mitchell. That is Bo Belga, repping Giannis Antetokounmpo. He wanted to rep so many players, pero yan yung ano eh. Yan yung available sa kanya eh. And
MJ fan, MJ fan.
NBA fan, Big Bo. This has been The Game.